Ashen bells, the angel fell. In the year of Ashen bells, called the first era by the West, upon the third waning of November, I, Aldrich, sworn Inquisitor of the Black Lantern, in order of the First Creed, did receive writ to ride unto the county of Mournwick, within Devora, for silence had swallowed it whole. The town was named Blackmire, a riverstead of cobble and reed, owing tithe only to the vile presence and the fish they pulled from the grey-water. No smoke rose as I neared it, nor did cock crow nor bell toll. Even the vultures would not circle. At the first croft, I found a shepherd and his flock laid low together, eyes unburnt, yet sightless, as if the soul had fled in haste and forgot the body behind. There was no blood, nor mark of claw or blade, only a cleanness most unnatural, like death given by a wind of faith. The air itself felt with needles, ringing faintly in the ears, as when one stands too near a struck bell. Within the town square, 30 souls lay as fallen sheaves, merchant beside orc, priest beside harlot, none spared, but none truly ruined as would be with attack of Fae, or by the works of the vile. I marked the sign, beasts dead first, then the mortals. No rot, no stench. Purity mistaken for peace. Thus I knew an angel had fell. The scriptures say demons bargain, while Fae keep their forest. But deadlier than the others do angels judge those who would enter heaven. Once fallen, they see their heaven invaded, their eyes seeing only the judged, and judgment leaves no witness save bloodless death. In the chapel of the Three, made neglected by the fear of the vile, the altar stone was cracked, as if struck by a heavy blow. The holy oils were boiled dry in their glass. The holy bell above lay black and silent. The door of the chapel ripped open, a sign of refuge now found failed. I did bind my thoughts, reciting the 9 veils, training taught by the order for this incursion. For angels seed obedience like plague, and a loyal mind is a door left ajar. Beyond the mill I found 3 souls yet moving, folk of Mournwick, eyes milk white, mouths whispering hymns in a tongue long dead, spared in this way to serve finding and extinguishing life within the angels' range. They did not see me, yet they labored, digging into the ground as if searching for some life buried in the land. This action still a mystery to me. Angel had spared them, not in mercy, but in use, as they have in previous incursions, both written and unknown to the scribes. I followed the work to the Barrow Hill called Lost Crowns, where old kings were buried without name. There the angel stood, winged in light like storm glass, blade-bright limbs folded as in prayer, feet never touching soil. It spoke not with mouth, yet my bones heard it. Impurity advances. Heaven stands besieged. The land wept where its gaze fell. Grass whitened and died without decay. I dared not strike or approach unprepared, for no mortal steel may fell such a thing in open contest. Instead, I set the snare, myself and a prayer, a circle wrought of my faith, returning to village and selecting the ruined chapel, its stones hopefully holding the remnants of some old blessing enough to aid my circle. The puppets faltered only a moment upon seeing my return, their hymns cracking in their stolen throats before returning to their soulless dig. The angel turned, swifter than thought. My heart missed its rhythm upon meeting the soulless gaze of the creature, its empty eyes promising only an absolute and clean death. I bit my tongue bloody, anchoring myself in pain, and completed the spell to bind my mind to myself, barely completing the holy words before the creature ignited, wings akin more to stone than bird, making no noise as it came for the life that would trespass. Light screamed. I screamed, as the first ward upon myself flashed and vanished, its gaze already working against my laid defenses as it came for me. Turning, my feet carried me only a moment quicker than the death behind me. I flew for the church, not hearing, but feeling the angel at my back, knowing that I had moments before my end. I leapt past the threshold, diving within the second that the angel used to overcome me. As silent as the moon, it stood on the ruined altar, a stone effigy to both the glory of heaven and the absolution of death. The chance I stole, my hands slapping against the floor, faith and foundation becoming one as I felt the ward spread around me. I sprang for the threshold again as the creature responded to my retreat. I fell through the ruined thresh, its passage empty, its door torn from the angel's first pass of the village. 3 of 1 preserved those who sought refuge in this house, only to be torn from their begged mercy. Blessed is it that some doors are made of more than their matter, as the angel met the ward. Its face held no confusion nor anger, nor any emotion seen in mortal race. But I felt its power just outside of the chapel. Its might raged against my faith. Yet the circle held, for angels are weakest where heaven's law is named false. And at once it stopped, returning with such silent grace to the altar that I nearly longed to be near it as to feel the light of the creators. My acknowledgement of its beauty is what nearly as it touched my mind, my shield of thought having already been broken upon meeting its eyes upon the hill. Within the seconds it stole before, by blessing alone, managed to spell its attempts to take me as it did the diggers. I swear by all gods that I heard it speak. All that is not heaven is siege. All siege must perish. There was no hate in it, nor joy. Only duty sharpened to the point of absence of all reason. But as it said, all siege must perish. I sealed further around the chapel, begging magic and faith to be one in attempts to keep it trapped further until the Visage would send paladins to transport it to the Hollow Bastion, there to join its kind, forever sealed in their dormant form, forever a statue and reminder of the absolute power of divinity. Knowing my duty, with mercy in the knowing that these 3 remaining mindless paws were already gone from this place, I dispatched the controlled. Strings cut as the life was taken from their bodies. The puppets lay still, mercy at last finding them in death. I startled as the sound of Holy Bell, dwarf made of metal cast of orcish black iron, rang loud, nearly taking me off my feet. At once the ringing ceased, and the air grew heavy with mortal sorrow. I saw upon the church a child, high within the steeple where I had not thought to investigate, alive and untouched by the angel's control. Why had this child been spared, we still do not know. For an angel will deal death to even the most holy of priests. Mournwick would be burned, for no ground an angel hath judged may be trusted again. the child I left, knowing its fate belonged to the next Inquisitor that would see an end to what I began. My task was done and enough. I sent word to the first visage, warning that the ward holds but a while, with the angel being a stone, holy and hungry, with unblinking eyes. Above all demons and fae, I write this truth. Fear the angel most, for it loves purity more than innocence, and calls for slaughter instead of life. So ends my account, by lantern black and oath-bound hand, lest memory fade and the heavens are ripped open again.